talk about this weird PS4 update that I don't have PlayStation. I don't participate in PlayStation Network. But this was getting a lot of heat in kind of gaming forums and Twitter and everything else. And it's the fact that all PS4 users playing on PlayStation Network, there was an update, the 8.0 update, and then once you made the update, the next time you tried to log into a party chat, it gave you a little disclaimer on there that said that your party chat is being recorded and reviewed for moderation, and that any member of your party chat can record the chat with or without your permission. This is
going down a really messed up path, I think. I understand the mindset of it. I remember back in the day that Xbox 360 Halo chat it put hair on your chest, man. You became a man in Halo 2 party chat. Like, it was brutal. Like, you really got to find out what you can take as a human being verbally. And I get that they're trying to prevent that, but I don't know. It sounds like the trolls are going to get a hold of this, and it's just not going to be good. Like, you're gonna get set up. Like, I'm all for it in the instance where, like, you record some 10-year-old little shit and you can play it for his mom eventually. Like, I'm all down for, like, that snitch. Level. I'm all down for that kind of level of surveillance. But when you're talking about, like, losing entire accounts because of something you said, and we all see how Facebook and Twitter use this kind of power, I don't see Sony being any better with it. I don't know, man. This is not going to go good.
Yeah, I think it has the potential of just being really unnecessarily ugly. For one, this is the party chat. Educate me on PlayStation Network, but these are the friends that you invite into a chat. This isn't like the open, hey, I'm on a Call of Duty team and then we're automatically, like, this isn't just that. This is your participants chat.
Yeah, if you're talking into a Sony microphone on the PlayStation Network, you're being recorded.
Yeah, and then I don't know. It
makes me wonder too. Is it like one of those things to where, like, if your headset's even on, like they tell you, like, Snowden level, you got to put the tape over your camera because it doesn't matter whether the blue light's on or not, you're being recorded.
Yeah,
like, they just gonna record you in the background of everything and try to catch you slipping. Like, I don't know, man. This just doesn't. It just feels dirty.
Yeah, I think, like I said, and then it comes down to, they start recording you, and they open it up to the fact that they could do moderation, and then at what point in time does it? Okay, terms of service say certain words are explicit or whatever else, and that's a bannable offense, or a one day ban on your account, and then X amount of times equals a permanent ban. Who knows what that equals? But yeah, if you start taking out, I don't know, insults and F-bombs and everything else.
And then you start going down this really weird path where the young kids are going to make up stuff, and they're just going to start making up new swear words and new lingo that I'm not going to know, and I'm going to get called a fleeberflob and not know why the fuck I'm getting called a ferflob.
All right, and then this makes me think of another story that I didn't share with you or whatever else, but I found it entertaining. I stumbled across it. So there was recently a virtual paleontology convention that
sounds like loads of fucking fun.
Yeah. And well, I think one of the more interesting parts of it is they use like an AI driven moderation. It's something that just listened to the audio or whatever else, and then moderated the content in this paleontology convention, and it deemed the word bone as explicit, as a banned word.
Stop.
So it's a paleontology convention talking about fossils and dinosaur bones that would get bleeped out or censored out anytime somebody said the word bone. So now there's just
God.
So can you imagine the moderation that PlayStation Network could potentially be putting on people and like AI generated real time moderation into the chat?
Yeah, I'm telling you,
that's
man,
great.
these kids are savages. Like, and honestly, there's just something about online gaming chat that brings the savage out in everybody. I mean, you can't tell me that you're completely proud of everything you've said to a child on gaming chat. For legal purposes, I will not go into details of any specific stories, but I think we all have shameful moments with childlike voices on the other end of gaming headsets.
Yeah, I think this is, I don't know, it's a weird door for PlayStation to open. I don't know. In some circles, it's probably the right way to go about it. I'm sure there's
the intentions are good. Like I said, yes,
Yeah.
the intentions are really good, but we know where this leads to. It's not going to go well. And as we had the story a while ago, where losing your PlayStation Network loses all your digital games tied to that gamer tag. We ran a story similar to that. So yeah, if you got hundreds of dollars worth of games riding on, whether or not this 12-year-old's going to bait you into saying something ignorant.
I like you put the ownership on the 12-year-old. It's always the 12-year-old's fault.
Well, I mean, they're the worst.
They are. Yeah. But yeah, it's a weird thing. I do understand it. I for all the reasons that you talked about your own behavior, it gets significantly worse. I'm pretty sure it's now. You forgot to plead the fifth on that one. You just didn't give the details, but in the end, yeah, it does make sense. But I just don't know what the moderation equals. Does it equal like terms of service threats against people's accounts for in violation, or is it like real-time moderation that they're going to try to like bleep people out for anything that may sound like truck or whatever else it happens to be? I don't know what that is going forward, but obviously PlayStation has a plan to do it because they've put it in this 8.0 update, which is right before PS5 launch. So you have to assume PS5 is starting baseline with whatever moderation, recording capability, all that stuff is.
Well, and it's like, is it going to pick up? It's going to pick up later on the shit you say to the computer when you're playing the computer in your season of FIFA or Madden. Like, I have said some despicable things to my television.
You better watch out.
There's no human on the other end of that.
Yeah, but that AI moderator is like
it's not
second cousins to that FIFA player. Like it's all in the network at that point in time.
I've said some horrible things to the NPC player on the other end of my PlayStation.
Yeah, there's some kind of social experiment to be had around this. All right, well, I think we've run through this story enough.